Yes, hello everybody. This is Ray from Ray's United, and I'm back, people. I'm back. It's been quite a while. I tried to do a live show while I was in my car, and the internet was just horrendous. So I decided to push it back. And once I found time, I thought, you know what? Today is the day. We are going to talk about so many things, and the caption is kind of vague, but we've got so many things to talk about. It's just one of a few of many to be discussed on this live show. So without further ado, you know what to do. Smash that like button, people. Smash the subscriber button, of course. Become a member. Let's watch this channel grow. We are just about 200, exactly 200 subscribers to get to 50K. So let's do this. Let's get to 50K. Like I said, there will be some gifted pies. It's been a while I've gifted pies. So there will be some gifted pies, but we have to get to that 50K in due course. And once we do that, that is going to happen. Anyway, smash the like button. When I come back, it's on. All right, I'm back. This is Ray from Ray's United. Now, the application I'm using, we are going to get some of the live sort of comments on the right side. Is it right side of the screen? Yes, right side of the screen. You are going to get some comments there because the application has given us the sort of option to choose if we want the comments to be displayed on our right. And so I want it to be displayed. So you can see a little black or darker ticker, not ticker, but yep, you can see the comments starting from the bottom. So that is good. I don't need to read. Yeah, it's on the bottom. You know what? I'm going to remove this so it'll be a bit clearer. Yeah, you can see it there. Yeah, let me put my name there so that will make it look good. Yes. So if you look in the bottom right, the ticker is going to move upward and so on. So I think that's going to really look great. And yeah, I think I love it. I love how it looks, and I've got nothing to complain about with regards to that. And it's called show comment on stage. So you are going to see it. Yep, I guess you guys can see it now. Yeah, so you can actually read it on the screen. Yeah, I like it. Yeah, so the oddest. All right, yeah. All right, cool. Don't worry. Yeah, it's all good. Anyway, smash the like button where you're at. Smash the subscribe button, of course. Become a member. Let's watch this channel grow. Let's get to 50K in no time because we do have 200 more to go. So we will get there eventually. Okay, so before I do that, there is something I need to talk to you about before we get to the pie content, and it's called Pig NFT. Now, I will not introduce something to you if I believe it's gonna cause troubles, because a few things have caused troubles in recent times, but it was out of my hands. Now, this one, I've been on it for 2 weeks now. I've already recouped everything I've invested, so now it's pure profit. So after 14 days, everything I'm recouping is pure profit. I've invested quite a substantial amount of fiat into it. And those of you who have invested, kudos to you. Testify or attest to it on the or in the live chat. So for people to know that, listen, it's not a gimmick, it's not fake, it is happening, and you guys are invested. Some guy invested, I think, 4,000 USD, which means he's gonna earn so much. I think 1,000 USD, you're gonna get 75 USD a day. So after 2 weeks, you recoup everything. So 4,000, it means he's gonna get 300 USD per day. After 2 weeks, he recoups everything, and every 300 USD he earns, he's gonna just be making bucks. And that gentleman, he's doing wonders. So good for him, But if you want the link to it, I'll put it in the comments. So you can just click on the link and let me take off my glasses. This glasses is different. I can't read on the screen, so I'm taking it off just to read it on this one, and then I'll get back to you on that. This is really good. Let me let that go down. All right, so I'm gonna put it there. Where is the link? The link for it. Pig NFT. Where is it? Pig NFT. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Yep. So you can click on that link and obviously join, because this is what you are going to. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people are waiting on Pi for the price to go up. So whilst you're waiting, if you've got some fiat with you, fiat that you can afford to lose, you just get it done. Obviously, I'm just entreating you. I'm not forcing you. So now let's talk about this. Within the live show, if you've got any questions, please ask with respect to Pig NFT. It's very important. If you're watching the video after the fact, please ask your question. I'll do my best to answer them. All right. So the first thing I want to talk about is Nicholas at Consensus 2025. Now, this is something that a lot of us did look forward to. Some pioneers obviously act a little bit idiotic, I must say. They make Pi not look too serious when they go on these things. They did that to ICE, now they're doing that to Pi. And it makes pioneers look desperate. And trust me, in the crypto world, when you've got like big guns in the crypto space, you have to behave like you are one of them. You don't have to behave like, oh, I'm about to lick your foot because you're above me. Once you start doing that, they're not going to take the project seriously, and they'll look up all the project users as clowns. Sorry, but that's how they would look at it. So some of you thought he was sort of undermined during that conference, but he wasn't, which is Nicholas Kokalis. He wasn't undermined from what I saw. It's just a lot of people are into generative AI and generational AI. So they don't want the human element of crypto. And therefore, you have all these bots and so on. I want the human element of crypto. They don't like the fact that, when Nicholas Kokalis mentioned something like, real life human sort of validations and KYCs and stuff. They didn't want to hear that, because that is not the narrative that they're trying to put across at this conference. It was all about AI and so on and so forth. So I looked at it and I listened to it. I watched it cautiously, and I thought, you know what, Nicholas Ocalis came across. He didn't want to give a lot away. I wouldn't say he did great, but I would say, yeah, he did okay. Do you know what I mean? And yeah, he could have done better. To be honest, he could have done better. Some of the questions were easy questions, and I think he was probably nervous. So maybe that is something that next time they could improve on. Maybe they should get somebody who's a bit more communicative, who could express themselves much better. Do you know what I mean? Some of these geeks, they're good with their pen, but they're not good orally. Do you know what I mean? So maybe that's a bit of an issue that we knew he has, or I know he has, which is being expressive. I don't think he's that orally or verbally expressive. So maybe someone else, perhaps his wife, could have been the one who represented Pi Network, and probably may have done the presentation. But it's okay. It's okay. And the one thing I also noticed during the conference was the price of Pi tumbled. Do you know what I mean? The price of Pi tumbled, and it's not recovered since then. But like I said, it's all temporary. We don't know if that was the cause. We could speculate. A lot of people were speculating, but we don't know if that was the cause. So we can only sit here and say, maybe a coincidence, or maybe that is real, or sorry, that was part of it. But all in all, I would say it was a satisfactory conference in terms of Pi Network. And I would also say it didn't move the goalpost backwards or forwards. I would say nothing changed really. The recognition of Pi goes a long way, but I wouldn't say the conference exposed Pi like we thought it would, because yeah, there are other ways that could have been done, but it's all good. We move forward, and we move to the next thing. So I put out a poll, and I asked if, based on that, what do people think? And a lot of people, let me look at the poll, a lot of people, when I look back, yeah, so in the poll, I asked, that was 5 days ago, I said, what effect did the consensus 2025, what effect did the consensus 2025 in Toronto, Canada have on Pi Network? And I asked, one of it is it plummeted the Pi price to a near oblivion. 7% of you said that out of 191 votes. The second one, 39%, which is it put Pi on the map. In other words, it gave Pi more exposure. And that we had 39%. And then, of course, 6% for it indicated that Pi Network has more idiotic users than ever. And then the last one is the Pi core team has a long way to go to convince non-adopters, and that's 48%. Now, on X is quite different. It's a bit higher on it put Pi on the map as opposed to the need to convince adopters. But all in all, I would say, listen, the Pi core team, the representative of Pi Network in this case, Nicholas O'Callaghan, did okay, satisfactory. That's what it is. Nothing else. It was satisfactory. But it's all good. I've made all these points, but I would say, me personally, I would say the Pi core team have a long way to go. That's just me, because I can tell you this. So that leads me straight on to not fully decentralized. Now, I believe Pi, obviously, the decentralization of Pi is going to take some time, because if we can't express our feelings about what we think of Pi and the team, then obviously we do have a problem, because I sort of came across a an audio, which I did a live show about, and it sort of divided the Pi Network community. Those who came across it sort of thought, why did I play that audio? But let me tell you this, that audio had so much substance in it, and there were some parts of it that I sort of redacted or not deleted, but edited it out, because I thought it didn't have to see the light of day. I know what it is, but I thought that didn't have to see the light of day. So if anything at all, they should have thought, okay, I didn't play all the audio, so what is the complaints about? And so as a result, now this is what I need to let you know. As a result, even my own chat room on, because somehow they know my username, which is, I believe, an infringement on my privacy again. So, and this is why the decentralization needs to happen. So they wouldn't be having access indirectly to our account names and usernames and stuff, because they've had sort of some sort of access to my username, and I'm talking about the Pi core team or moderators or mega mods. And they sort of, especially the mega mods and the mods, because they weren't there, they thought, how did I come by that information? But they weren't there, because it's a biannual meeting. So it happens twice a year. And that particular meeting was something they were supposed to attend, and they didn't. And so because they didn't, and I got hold of the audio, they were pissed off. Do you know what I mean? So they're like, nah, yeah, we're going to just block him. So they blocked me on the chats. So I've been muted on all the chats. I don't really communicate there. It doesn't affect me, but I say it's unfair, because if you can't, I do quality content on Raise United. You all know that, right? Now, if I can't give you the information you need, the information that they're supposed to tell you, but they don't tell you, and they tell the moderators don't tell you, and I come across it and I tell you, albeit a redacted version, an edited version, how is that a problem? Aren't they supposed to say, oh, thank you, Ray, thank you so much for doing that. At least you redacted the ones that the community aren't supposed to know. Even the source that gave me that said, Ray, you did very well by not letting them know certain parts of the messaging that was being imparted. And unfortunately, I don't think the Pi core team realizes it. And because they're not that communicative, or they're not good in communication, but somebody's communicating, and obviously I do it way better than they do, they don't like that. They want to be the center of attention. That's why they haven't completely decentralized Pi Network as a whole. So as a result, we have a big issue. We have a big issue. And to me personally, I don't like that. I personally don't like the fact that they've intruded on my privacy. Somebody has gone and muted me on all the. How did they know who I am on Pi? How did they know that? But somebody knew, somebody who watches this channel, who pretends to like our channel and our content, gave the Megamods or the Pi Core team my username because I asked people to be friends with me on the Pi profiles, if you remember. So as a result, that's what has happened. So guys, that's what has happened. I've been muted on all the chats because I gave you the information that you required. Albeit most of you didn't even watch it, most of you didn't even want to hear it. Meanwhile, you say you want information. That's why I've minimized my my content creation because what is it? This is why I use all my coins and refuse to use it again. Yeah. I mean, I don't use Fireside Forum again because it's crap, to be honest. Fireside Forum is the crappiest community or whatever that is you can ever have. It's crap, Fireside Forum. I mean that. I'm not going to hype anything that I don't see as good. Fireside Forum is the worst creation. If that is our Facebook, we're screwed. If that is our Instagram, we're screwed. If that's our Twitter, we're definitely screwed. I'm talking about Fireside Forum. Do you know what I mean? It's absolutely crap. They've blocked every single post I've made there. Every single post. That's how most pioneers or some pioneers are. Because anybody can be a moderator there. Do you know what I mean? So Fireside Forum, just like my guy here is saying, Marcel Indy, no, not Marcel Indy, Rofitus Maximus, saying that, look, this is why I use all my Fireside Forum and refuse to, sorry, Fireside coins and refuse to use it again. It is crap. It is crap. So don't even go using it. And then Marcel Indy here saying, a great job you're doing out there, Ray. I'm your staunch follower from Cameroon. Thanks for the educating the community and keeping us up to date in the crypto space. You're welcome, Marcel. You're welcome. Now, obviously, you can see the comment on the bottom right of your screen. You can see it there as well. Do you like the comments there? Did you like the comments? You know, like you can see the comments on the bottom right. Do you like it? Olayinka James, yes, you're welcome. Let me know where you're watching from, Susie. Let me know where you're watching from so I can give you a shout out. It's very important. You can also see everything on the bottom right of your screen. Do you like that style? The fact that, you know, you can see some of the chat. Obviously, they sort of disappear. They vanish slowly. But you always see the latest comments right there on the bottom right of the screen. Tell me you like it and I'll keep it there, of course. Let me see. Okay, yeah, that looks good. Oops, what am I doing? Let me see. What's this? More actions, explain, copy, hide menu. Nah, I'm not doing that. All right, cool, people. Yeah, so that is the issue that we're having. So if what happened to ecosystem, we're all what ecosystem? Let me know where you're watching from, please. It's very important. So I give you a shout out. All right. Babatunde watching from Nigeria. Toxic Gamer is live watching from India. Thank you. And all right, so while I'm watching this, and then I've got Sunny Star Ali watching from Nigeria. I'm extremely late tonight. Liaka Margaret, and we've got P Gamer watching from Ghana. How come I never got notification that a live show is on? Because your notification is not on GM Media, or it's the fault of YouTube, unfortunately. Rofitus Maximus watching from America. Which part of America? USA, Canada, Mexico, Brazil, or just United States of America? Idris is here from Algeria. Please, if you're watching, wherever you're watching from, let me know. Don't hide behind the scenes because I know some of you watch behind the scenes and pretend you're not watching. I know you. I can see you. I can see you. Let me know where you're watching from. Adeleke, obviously Ade watching from I can call you Ade, right? Because they're called Adeleke Adekunle. So that is that. Rufford is watching from Indiana. Yes, so that's specific. 50% Ghanaian. Joined Pi project because of you. Oh, that's great, Ebenezer Bezel. So why are they being unfair to you? Listen, that's the problem, right? The oldest TV boy watching from Augusta, Georgia. Thank you so much. Listen, I personally, I've always been a pie guy. I've done over 700 pie contents over the past 4 years, for almost 4.5 years, over 700. And they don't even seem to recognize the fact that this guy actually has, in some capacity, put pie on the map. I've made sure so many people are doing better content because before the content was crap. But now they're doing better content because they have to meet a certain standard. Do you know what I mean? Unfortunately, people forget. We do have very short memories. Do you know what I mean? Very, very short. And as a result, whatever you do, people don't even recognize anymore. That's the world we live in. Today, 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 and everything that happened a second ago is forgotten. But you don't forget, right? You don't forget. So it's all good. So if you just joined, I've said a few things. I've spoken about Nicholas Bukale's at the consensus 2025, and I said his delivery was satisfactory. It wasn't all that; it was just satisfactory. I don't know what the hype is all about, but I've done a lot of presentations, and trust me, that is not. It doesn't meet the presentation standard, but it's all good. And then we have obviously the poll I put out there. You guys said the Pie team have a long way to go. I believe that they do have a long way to go in terms of communication, in terms of delivery of the message. They do have a long way to go. Sometimes when you're delivering information, you have to be less inclined to be technical and then be at the level of the layman. Let everyone understand what you're saying. Don't start using technical jargons, which people would have to scratch their heads to understand even a single word of. You don't want that. Do you know what I mean? So that's the problem I've always had with this Pie team. But there's something else I'm going to talk about, which is about the Pi wallets and the consequences. I think I've spoken about the consequences of the price I've had to pay into delivering information to you, but I'll always continue to do that. They can't affect my YouTube, of course, and I hope my Pi is safe, seeing as Pi is not completely decentralized. Yeah, some people have even taken to drastic steps to, put in their Pi on exchanges as opposed to leaving it on the Pi wallet. Personally, if you haven't been migrated, if you've been migrated, and I think the problem is mostly with the migration, the first migration and the lockups. So when you're getting unlocked, that's where one of the problem is, and then the other one is when you're getting migrated. So that is something that I hope, because the Pi team are aware of it, and yet they said they will not be able to do anything about the adverts. Now, I think they should just switch off the adverts. They've earned so much money already; they don't need the adverts. I think they should just switch it off so people wouldn't have to have all these spywares and malwares and whatever, and viruses and Trojan horses attached to that, because that will be a big problem, and it is a big problem already. And I feel for all those people, who are genuinely, or who genuinely have not done anything that should compromise their wallets, but their wallets are unfortunately compromised. Their wallets are unfortunately compromised, and this is it. So the subject here is, and I've got my AI, please, AI, pick this up. Compromised wallets. Compromised wallets. Now, compromised Pi wallets. Now, the Pi wallets which have been compromised, yes, some of them will be their own doing because they might have done something which infringed on certain things or which opened doors for all these bad actors to take over. That is their fact. But there are the others, the unsuspecting and the unwitting ones, the ones that don't have a lot of know-how when it comes to how to wrap their heads around the processes involved in protecting their Pi wallet. I believe that pioneers, especially when you're new, you need to get some tutorial. Ask the right questions. Do not just pretend you know, because Pi Network is different. Like we all know, it's non-conformist. So we have to amass a lot of knowledge. If we don't do that, it's going to affect us in future, and that's what I believe in. Do you know what I mean? So now, let's talk about before I go to the next bit, let's talk about the pig NFT. Now, this is something that I don't want you to miss out. I'm telling you the truth. I don't want you to miss out. I don't want it to look like I'm marketing them. Well, yeah, in a way I am marketing them, but on the other hand, I'm actually doing it so that all of us collectively, if we do have the fiat, we get it. J Dog, you're my guy. You need to go get it. Do you know what I mean? If Lizzie is here, please, Lizzie, do not miss out on this. I know, most of you are committed to Pi and all of that, but Pi is long term. These NFTs and stuff, they're short term. They're short term. You can only hold it for 100 days. So within those 100 days, your profit, you start making profit from the 15th day. So the 15th day till the 100th day, whatever you do, that is the money you're going to earn per day. Now, you need to understand that. I don't want you guys missing out. Do you know what I mean? NFT was a bubble. No, this is a 100-day NFT. So it doesn't last for too long. Do you know what I mean? And this particular one, you just buy it and you make your profit or whatever, your income. So if you sort of invite somebody, then of course, if they buy, then you make a few percentages of whatever it is they bought and so on. But those are there for you to understand. I just don't want you to miss out. That's it. If you want to do it, great. If you don't want to do it, that's good. But let me see. Did I pin that? If I didn't, let me do it now. Go to live and then pin it. Yeah, there it is. I'm going to pin it so all of you will see it. So it's been pinned. So if you want to do it, click on that link and the process is there. Make sure it has to be a BEP address. Remember, BEP, not ERC20, BEP. Obviously, you know what BEPs are. And I always advise Binance and BitGet, those exchanges or wallets, whatever their wallets are really good. So use those ones. And transactions are also fairly quicker. You know what I mean? And if you've got any questions, please let me know. All right. Anyway, let's continue. But before that, let me read your comments. Have to be careful. Yes, definitely. I've been scammed this month, Mr. Ray. How are you scammed? Yusuf, how are you scammed? They have to introduce two-factor authentication. Yeah, but you see, when your account is compromised or your wallet is compromised, the two-factor authentication is not going to do any good. You know why? Because we already have that. And our two-factor authentication is the iris or the thumbprint. Do you know what I mean? So, and that's an extra authentication. So personally, I don't know. I don't know what could be done to protect it, but I believe that you have to protect your own wallet in this case. They can't do it. You see where the double standards is coming here. So I put out an information for you that I came by that they were never going to let you see or hear of, and they sanctioned me for that. Yet, your accounts have been compromised and they're not finding any way to ensure that, particularly the adverts, they need to turn them off. They've earned hundreds of millions of dollars already, if not billions. They have to turn the adverts off. We don't need those adverts anymore. You understand? Even smaller projects don't do adverts. Over never did adverts. ICE never did advert. Athene Network never did advert. But Pi Network keeps doing these. Ensuring that these adverts occur on your app every 2 weeks if you switch it off, if you disable it. And I don't like that. Anytime I see it, I'm like, what the hell? So I always turn the adverts off. I've always turned the adverts off, and I always ensure that it's off because I don't want any infringement or any encroachment onto my app, the Pi app or my Pi wallet. I don't want that. Do you know what I mean? So we need to do that. I think that the Pi team is waiting for Congress decision about cryptocurrency. I don't know. To be honest, I really don't know. Good work, Ray. Bless you. And this is from Nenthug Takraz or Tukraz. Ronnie Johnson or Ronnie Grant watching from Costa Rica, Central America. Great. Who else? Chad Bianueva watching from California. I hope I pronounced your name right. Bianueva. Did I pronounce it right? My daughter does Spanish in school, so she teaches me a little bit. And then we have William Sunday watching from Abuja, Nigeria. You're welcome. We've got Abdul Samad watching from Nigeria as well. Teller Jonathan watching from Nigeria. And let me see. Yes, Yusuf, obviously, and then yeah, the surprises are coming. Don't worry, I'll state that that is towards the end, of course. Um, but we've spoken about the Pi wallets compromise. Of course, we've spoken about Nicholas Okalis on the consensus at the consensus 2025. We've spoken about Pi network having a long way to go. We've spoken about Pi network not being fully decentralized, and of course, we've spoken about compromise wallets as well. And obviously, yeah, the consequences of the video that I obviously released on that live show a few 2 weeks ago or so was that my Pi, I've been muted from all the Pi chats. So even my own Pi chat, my own Pi chat room, I can't communicate with my people, my downlines. I can't communicate with them. So if they're watching, whoever is watching you, moderator, shame on you. Parkour team, shame on you. You've made this community toxic because you don't want people like me to impart the right information to people like the ones in front of me. You don't want that. You want to just keep hiding all these things, saying nothing. And let me tell you this, I understand. I know the legalities. I know what needs to be said and what doesn't need to be said. What doesn't have to be said is the future. I mean, I'm talking about certain things in the future, like exchanges and things that needed not to be spoken about because of some legalities. I get it. But the present can't be spoken about. What you've spoken of can be spoken about. So if you don't want it to get into people like me, you need to find a way to ensure that nobody is able to record it. Because if they do record it, my source is one of you, the parkour team, and he will give it to me. And I'm never going to disclose that person, obviously. Otherwise, my people will not get the information they need. So this is great stuff. This is great stuff. I'm really happy that I'm able to do this for you, and I hope that it continues, and it would continue, no doubt about that. It would continue. We do have Giovannis watching from Cuba. Babatunde saying my Pi wallet was compromised. Can I still use it because I created a new one, but it has not been KYC'd? Now this one is a bit of a tricky one. It's a pickle, as some of my American brothers and sisters would say. You found yourself in a pickle because let me see, compromise. Okay, so if you haven't been migrated yet, if you've not been KYC yet, of course, you can change, you can create a new wallet, yes. And then, of course, ensure that you confirm your wallet, very important. And if you haven't signed that document yet, then you're good to go. And obviously, make sure you don't click on any links, the adverts, make sure you don't click on anything whatsoever. That's the advice I can give you. Do not click on anything whatsoever. Do you understand? And I mean that. Me, I'm so careful. Like when I receive email, even my work email, sometimes you do get all these spams, and sometimes you may get malware trying to, all of them. They're there. They're there. And if you're not careful, spyware, you click on it, you're in trouble. You're in trouble. So be very, very careful on the things. Sometimes people are just desperate to click on things. Do not do that. Do not click on things if you're not sure. You know what I mean? If you're not sure, do not click on it. Ebenezer watching from Ghana, Shiloh watching from Delta State, Nigeria, Musa watching from Abuja, Nigeria. Lizzie, you're here. Thank you for being here. Jens Verstaven watching from Belgium, and somebody will ask, why am I pronouncing it like that? Because that's how you pronounce it, mate. It is Dutch or Flemish if you want to be Belgian. Victor watching from Delta State 2. He actually said Delta State 2. That's great. Got 2 people watching from Delta State, as far as I know. Nasos Karatsas watching from Greece. And then Selmo here saying, I have Pi and starting to get rag vibes with this project, and that's real talk. No, there is no rag vibes, my friend. You don't know crypto then. It's a long-term project. It's not a short-term gain. So if you're looking for a long-term project, short-term project, Pi Network is not for you. Pig NFT is for you. If you want a short-term project, 100 days, if you buy it, if you buy more, then the more that you bought would have 100 days left and so on and so forth. The date will be there. You will see it. Do you know what I mean? So if you want short term, keep your pie, let it be there, and focus on other things as well, where you can earn some passive income here and there. And I'm doing that because I am not going to be solely dependent on pie. Remember, every investment is a risk. That's the disclaimer. Every investment is a risk. So if it doesn't go well, don't come running to me and say, oh, Ray, the thing you introduced me to didn't work. Life is such that when you do something, anything you do, even when you step out of your house, it's a risk. Even when you're sleeping, it's a risk. You don't know if a plane can drop in your house and destroy you and kill you or something. Sorry about this is fact. So every move we make, that from the day we're born, every move we make is a risk. You see a child, a toddler. I saw my son and my daughter when they started crawling. First of all, sitting, crawling, walking. Every step they make, I'm like, my heart is in my mouth. My heart is in my mouth. That's what it is. The risk. It starts from when you're little. So there will be risks that we will take. I'm not scared of taking risks, but obviously it has to be smart risk, not just anything. And I'm seeing this and I'm earning something per day, some income per day, passive income with Pig NFT. If it ends today, okay, it ends today, but I'm not going to regret it. I made that decision. Nobody influenced me. I influenced me. So if you want to do it, great. If you don't want to, wonderful. But it's up to you. All right. So Pi is not, I don't get any rug vibes from Pi. Sorry. Jibril says, nice show, Ray. Yes. Then you've got MMLs watching from Netherlands. Yes, I love that country because I lived there for 1.5 years when I was young. And so, yes, Ray, talking of migration, I got my first migration around 2023. Then later, when under tentative approval and all my benefits as validated can no longer be assessed or accessed. I don't know if they are aware. It's millions of us, so they're aware of everyone's, not just yours. Everyone's. You got Marco watching from Finland, Milenga watching from Namibia, and then you got Nyamkua saying, great job, sir. I've been watching you since 2023. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Someone here says been mining since 2019, and I do KYC validation. I've been around when BTC came out in 2010. Just saying. Yeah, okay, I understand. You never know. You could be right. But that's why we can't depend on only Pi. We have to get other things as well. And me, like I said, I keep posting it. You guys are not interested. You think, oh, what's Ray posted? Oh, there's a Ponzi scheme. Everything is a Ponzi scheme in crypto. Everything is a Ponzi scheme in crypto. Remember that, even including Pi Network. All of them are Ponzi schemes until they're not. Do you understand what I'm saying? But we have a crypto which is run by 2 individuals. And you want to sit down there and say it's all good. Nah, man. 2 individuals. They've monopolized everything, and we're in a dichotomy where we don't know whether we're going or coming. So me personally, I am not in for those Pi-Core team members or the founders or whatever. I don't give a hoot about them. I think about you lot. Everything I do is about you. I enjoy doing these things. I've not had the time to do it, but when I have the time, I try my best. Do you know what I mean? So, Selmo, listen, you may be right, you may not be right, but yeah, you've raised the point, and yeah, you may be getting the rug vibes, and yeah, you never know, right? You never know. Anyway, let's continue. Right. So before I get to the surprises en route and expectations realized, I'm gonna talk about. Listen, it looks like I'm repeating myself, but this Pig NFT thing, give it a try, people. Give it a try, and I don't think you'll regret it because I am just looking at it and I'm like, damn, you invest this, you get that every day. Every day you get that. If you want to add more, you add more. If you want to buy numerous, you buy numerous. And all you need to do is to ensure that, obviously, you all know crypto. I don't need to tell you what you need to do, but do it. If you've got any questions, let me know. All right. And as we're speaking, let me see how many people have joined, because it seems like I don't want to just do a live show about that. I would rather incorporate it into my live show, my Pi live shows. And if you do it, great. If you don't, absolutely wonderful as well. So yeah, a few of you have joined, which is good. I like that. No, actually, one person joined. Did 60 USD. Obviously, 60 USD. That's good. That's good. That's really good. So yeah, absolutely wonderful. Just keep it going. And let's see what happens in the near future. Um, okay, right. So let's talk about I think I've spoken about a lot. Okay. So surprises en route. Now, what are the surprises, my dear friend? What's his name? Uh who asked that? Somebody asked. Somebody, yeah. Toxic Gamer is live. He asked. He said, I think Toxic Gamer live from Indiana, right? Are you from Indiana? Yes, yes. No, from India. Sorry, from India. He asked, what's the surprise? Sorry, what surprise is en route? Now, the surprise that's en route is an announcement that the Parkour team is going to make. Now, they don't want me knowing these things, but I do know, so I'll tell you. The announcement that the Parkour team is going to make pretty soon, and it's with regards to um, the second migration, of course, and that announcement will be made uh, in and around the Pi 2 day period. So Pi 2 day, what we are to expect is something to do with uh, the second migration, no, the first migration, and of course where we're at, and when the second migration will take place, and so on and so forth. So that would be huge news because a lot of people would begin to um, they'll begin to be excited about that. They will be excited about that to know that they could receive their pie. I mean the other pie very very soon. Which is the transferable pie, and in some cases the unverified pie. So yeah, they will be receiving all those in the second migration, and the second migration is something that once the announcement is made, it would I think it'll surprise some people because I don't think some of you even believe what I'm saying, but it will surprise some people nonetheless. Um, so yeah, what's that? Every 15 minutes, let me check. Yeah. So when I started, the price of pie started going up, and then in the past 15 to 20 minutes, the price of pie has been slowly going down, but it's just around in and around the 0.82. So it's all right. 0.82 is all right. It's a good price for now. For now. There's nothing to be fussed about. Nothing to be fussed about. If you've got any questions, please put it in the comment section, and let's talk about it. And obviously, we've got Mr. Skinner watching from the UK. Yes, I don't get many people watching from the UK. I don't know why, but hey, the country I'm in, the country I was born in, so I need my UK brothers and sisters to join. I get a lot of Americans and a lot of Nigerians who watch me a lot, and Ghanaians as well, obviously. So I would love to see my United Kingdom people watching. You get a few, matey. Yeah, I do get a few. I know that. I do get a few. Some of them just watch behind the scenes. They say nothing, but I look at the stats. What the metrics say is what I look at. Do you know what I mean? The analytics. Um, Lawal here saying, I'm a Navy personnel in Nigeria watching you on board presently. Nice one, bro. Thank you so much, Lawal Bawa. Mr. Skinner here saying, all my friends who use Pi all watch you. Great stuff, great stuff. Well, they need to. We need to form some sort of association here in the UK where we meet up once a month or something, have a drink or two, trash things about Pi and life and everything. It's fun that way. So, hey, Mr. Skinner, we could do that, can't we now? Yeah, perhaps we could, matey. Yeah, it's all good. We've got 90 people watching. Let's see how many likes we have. Let's see. How many likes have we now? We have 72 likes. Let's get to 100 likes in no time, people. Let's get to 100 likes in no time, very quickly. We get more knowledge of you, mate, than the Pycor team. Absolutely. The Pycor team don't give any information. That's just who they are. They don't want to give information. Now they found a reason not to give any information. They keep saying, "Oh yeah, when we were in the enclosed network, it was easier, but now that we're in the open network, is well, you could call it open network when they're blocking people from chatting in the chat rooms. That is what we call open network, right? Nah, open network, bloody hell. Anyway, so yeah, we do get a lot more information here on Raise United than we do from the Pie team, like Mr. Skinner is saying. He's absolutely right. And listen, no love lost between me and the Pie team. No love lost. So it is what it is. They don't want me to give you the information, but I'll continue to do that. YouTube is a free platform. As long as I'm not abusing anybody verbally, I'm good to go. Yeah, as long as I'm not abusing anybody verbally, I'm good to go. So I'm not going to have anyone tell me which information to deliver and which ones not to deliver. We can't do that, right? It's still only managing about 3 or 4 validations an hour. I don't even get any validations, weirdly, and I can't spend too much time there. Marlon Carter here saying, I hope I have his name right. Why is Dr. Altcoin complaining about Pi Core team? Listen, these people, they see Pi as a threat. So when you see them complaining, it's just you should be excited. You should be over the moon because Pi is a threat to these lot. So when they begin saying, "Oh, yeah, Pi is just this, Pi is that," I'm like, "Yeah, yeah, keep talking, keep talking." Golden Kiwi, yes. So what's up, Golden Kiwi? Are you from New Zealand? Because I know New Zealand's got the best kiwis. Most of mine are from a different country and not my own. Yeah. Victor Dangara here saying, hi Ray from the confluence city of Ikoja. Thanks for sharing Pig NFT. I've invested and I am enjoying it right now. Yes, yes, yes. Let me put this on the screen so people would know. Listen, I've introduced people to something. You can have your NFT for 100 days, but when you buy, it extends whatever you've bought. Yeah, I know. Golden Kiwi is from New Zealand. It extends what you bought. So let's say I bought, let's say 10 USDT, right? And that I bought, let's say today or yesterday. That 10 USDT will last for 100 days and I'll make profit of 30 cents per day. So in 2 weeks, I would have made my profit, covered the 10 USDT that I used, and the rest will be pure profit. Similar, if I buy an additional 50 USDT, that 50 USDT will also last for 100 days from the day I bought it, and so on and so forth. It is what it is, and I'm loving it. Have you looked into cold storage for Pi, like a ledger? No, I haven't looked into it. I think you're the one that commented about it, that I should talk about it. I will find time and talk about that. But today is not about that. Today is about the subjects that I've. If you just join in, please play this back afterwards and you'll understand everything. Do you know what I mean? Play it back and you'll understand everything because it is a great show that we're having, to be honest. And I love being with you guys. It's good. I just love it. I love being with you guys. Excellent here saying, please, Ray, will the interest of the locked Pi be added when unlocked? Of course, it's your interest. But remember, what you're receiving, have you forgotten that what you're receiving is already being added because your mining rate goes up? So your mining rate going up means that you're already receiving the interest in real time. Only that our transferable Pi doesn't update quickly. That's the thing. It doesn't update in real time, the transferable Pi. So I look at it and it never updates in real time. So I've got a little issue with that. But apart from that, I think it's okay. I think it's all right. So yeah, it's already done. It's already done. And I'm okay with that. If you've got any questions, please let me know with regards to the subjects that I've discussed today. Now, not the final bit, but the sort of penultimate bit is expectations realized. Now, have we realized the expectation? There's a question that I'm gonna ask you. I'll actually throw it in a poll for say 5 minutes. So in a poll, have our expectations been realized? Have our Pi expectations been realized? Okay, yes or no. Just those answers. Yeah, just those answers. So go to the poll, those of you here, of course, and vote. Have our pie expectations been realized? This is something I need you to just go to the poll and vote. Let's see what you're saying. It's becoming overwhelming now. Yes, people are voting. All right, cool. Pie expectations. Have they been realized? Because we're going to talk about it, and I need to involve you. I'm not going to sit here and give you my opinion whilst I haven't involved you. Let's smash the like button whilst we're at it. Let's smash it. Get to 100 likes in no time, people. Let's get to 100 likes. And if you've got any questions, please ask. This is the Q&A part. I'll actually open the line for you guys to join. So if you want to call in, ask a question, this is the link. Link is there. Okay. The link is there. So if you want to call in, ask a question. It's been a while we've done a call in. So, I'm just thinking, let me just do a call in and see if you guys want to have a chat. All right. If you want to have a chat, I'm right here. If you want to have a chat, I'm right here. And there's no point of you joining. There's no point of you joining Pig NFT if you're not going to really invest. If you're not going to invest, you're just there for nothing. So right now, I have over 242 people, and 59 have invested. So the others are just there, not knowing that, oh, you need to, while you're joining, you need to invest. That's what it's all about. You're not mining anything; it's NFT, so you need to invest. Um, Will you be inviting anyone to the show to speak in the near future? Yeah, yeah, no doubt. But right now, you can speak. You can call in if you want to. Why don't Pi Network? Wait, let me see. Marlon Carter here. So why don't Pi Network have a Discord channel? Also, there's no miscommunication. Every Pi member in one place. Yeah, it's true. Actually, you're right. But like I said, they held a Discord meeting amongst certain people, and my source was one of them, and he recorded it and sent it to me and said I should do whatever I want with it, and I was respectful enough not to reveal certain things, and they still took offense to it. Whatever it is, what was there that you guys didn't already know? You just needed to hear it from them, and that's what it is. If I were them, yeah, I'm back. Sorry about that. The network just went. Um, if I were them, to gain the trust of the community, I will hold a 1 month live show. Sorry, a monthly live show, Q&A show, where pioneers get to ask questions, and they can still make them their moderators, the moderators of the channel. And it's an idea. They can take it or leave it, Parkour team, if you're watching. And let your moderators be the moderator if they can handle it, because being a moderator on YouTube is different from being a moderator on Pi Network. But yeah, do you know what I mean? So they can answer questions from the community rather than just hiding, if you know what I mean. And that is not a good thing. But hey, it is what it is. Um, Let me see. Uh, to be more clear on the question I asked earlier, I've been migrated before clicking on an ad that makes a few Pi left my wallet scammed. So I continue to use that wallet and create a new. No, you can't create a new wallet. If you create a new wallet, it would mask your old wallet. Just remember that. If you create a new wallet, it would mask your old wallet. So don't do that. Okay? Don't do that. I sold half of my pie because I have bills to pay. I need to do it, but it breaks my heart. Well, everybody has to do something. I understand. I understand everybody has to do something, but sometimes you have to have a little bit of restraint. If this is something that you believe in that much, imagine pie gets to a certain price that if you had kept your pie just for a little longer, you could have been well off financially, But hey, it is what it is. Everybody's got their own reason why they do what they do. I can't really um question your decision. It's up to you. You're welcome, Babatunde. You're welcome. Yes. So let me go back to the poll and see what people are saying. How many people have voted so far? We've had 37 votes. Please vote in the poll. The question is, have our pie expectations been realized or been met? Just go to the poll and vote. We have 90 people now. Let's get all 90 people voting. And while you're at it, please smash the like button as well. All right. Smash the like button while you're voting. Okay. Let's get to 100 likes in no time as well. Okay. Right. Lizzie, are you here? J Dog, are you here? My moderators, please let me know. The two-factor authentication in the wallet transaction will go a long way in safeguarding the Pi community from hackers. All right. So let me tell you this. I said this in one of my videos. I think my last video. Yeah, Lizzie is here. Great, great, great. In one of my last videos, J Dog, are you here? In one of my last videos, I said that what was I going to say? I've just lost my train of thought. Let me see. Two-factor authentication. Yes. So I said our wallets are non-custodial, which means we are solely responsible for whatever happens with our wallet. If we wanted these safeguarding to occur, we should have voted custodial wallet. Now, the point I made in that video was or is that perhaps the parkour team, in hindsight, because they didn't know then that the numbers would grow the way they did. So then we were under 10 million. So that was back in 2020 when we were asked to vote on what type of wallet we wanted. And so they gave us a choice, custodial or non-custodial. Now, we overwhelmingly voted for non-custodial wallet. And that's why you lot have had to deal with the fact that our wallets are non-custodial. Now, non-custodial wallet means, for instance, your wallet, your purse. Women carry purse bags, men carry wallets or whatever, physical wallet. Now, if it goes missing, who's responsible? Or who's responsible for its caretaking? We are. So look at your Pi wallet as that. The core team are not responsible for what happens to your wallet. Do you get what I'm saying? So sometimes, I would personally advocate that maybe it's best if you are careful when it comes to Pi network, because people are in for your Pi. They want your Pi. Do you get what I'm saying? So be very careful. Be very, very careful. Do not fall for any antics that people would display, because if you fall for it and it happens to you, you only have yourself to blame. You know what I mean? And that's what's happening, because you are responsible for your Pi wallet, your passphrase, everything. You're the one that's responsible for it. So yeah, I get it. I've locked mine for years. Sorry, I've locked up. Wait. I've locked mine up for years. It cost me nothing, and maybe it will be hugely successful. Now that's another trick. If you feel like you'll be tempted to spend your Pi, if you feel like you don't want to even get tempted into spending your Pi, lock it up. That's the safest way. Lock it up. Don't depend on it. Go on to short-term projects like Pig NFT, other stuff, and do them. Short term, you lose nothing really. Don't invest a lot. Just invest what you can afford to lose. That's why I advise people: invest what you can afford to lose. That you're not going to cry about it and say, "I sold my motorcycle to buy Pig NFT." Now, why would you do that? Why would you do that? Oh, I sold my sorry, I converted my children's school fees into USDT so I can buy or purchase Pig NFT. That's not what you need to do. It has to be income, sorry, residual money, money that you might use to buy coffee or alcohol or cigarette or something. Then you're like, okay, maybe I can use some of it to buy that. Because remember, these things are not needs, they're just wants. I'm talking about the things I just listed. So that's what you could do. Investment is a good thing. And remember, any investment is a risk. I keep saying that. Any investment is a risk. And so, but we need to invest. That's the most important. So if you're joining um, Pig NFT, please remember it is something you can invest in, and don't invest what you can't afford to lose. All right. All right. So expectations realized. Let me see. How many votes have we had? 46 votes. Okay, you keep voting while I talk about it. So far, 72% of you said no, expectations have not been realized, and 28% said yes, expectations have been realized. All right. So let's go to the 28% first. Why are you saying the expectations have been realized? Why are you saying that? Let me know, or let us know. Why are you saying the pie expectations have been realized? I need to understand that. So why? Why? Why are you saying that the pie expectations have been realized? What's the minimum that can be invested on? Minimum is $5, 5 USDT, and there is no maximum because the maximum level you can buy is 100, but you can buy as many times as you want. Even and the way it is, you have to know what if you're gonna buy um 4 fives, then I'll say buy 20, because 20 you're gonna get $1.3 each day for 100 days. You understand? So if you buy 20, you will make $130 in 100 days. In 2 weeks, you'll recoup your investment, and the rest will be pure profit. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah. So, and then of course, the next level is level C, which you $50 that you get $3.5 per day for 100 days. So that becomes 350 for 100 days. So in 2 weeks, you recoup it, and then the rest is pure profit till the 100th day. You buy 100, you get $7.5 per day. So within 2 weeks, you recoup all your investments, and 105 is what you recoup, which means in 2 weeks, you get over. And then from there, the rest are pure profit. That's what it is. So that's up to you as to how much you want to invest within this period. And that's just what it is. Do you know what I mean? And I've been doing that for the past few days, and it's great. Where do you buy pie, though? You can buy pie on BitGet. If you're in America, Pionex or MEXC. I don't know if MEXC works in America, but it works in the UK. Binance, if it wherever you are, Binance. No, but sorry. You can't buy on Binance. Oh my God. Oof. Please, don't say that. OKX, Pionex. I would say the KYB ones. Don't go to any exchange that has not been KYB, because you can't move your pie back into your wallet. So, or you can't move the pie back into your wallet if you want to. All right. So, my advice: do not go to any exchange that has not been KYB by Pi Network. All right. So it means you go to MEXC, Pionex, OKX, BitGet. Those are the ones I know for now. If you can remember some that have been KYB, let me know. So yeah, Victor, the minimum is $5, maximum, not infinity, but thousands. You know what I mean? And people are really invested in their numbers, and I'm happy about that for them. Sifiso here saying, hi, Ria, I have high hopes for Pi. The vision of building a utility-based ecosystem with real-world use cases gives it a stronger foundation than many other projects. Excited for where it's headed. Of course, I'm always for the project. Always will be for the project, and that will never ever change. The oddest TV Boy says, I see people buying pie and sending it back into wallets. Don't sound too bad. Yeah, 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 yeah. That's the thing, isn't it? Yeah. So when the price was low, remember when it was very low, 0.4, 0.5, yeah, some people bought quite a lot. You know what I mean? Send it back to your wallet. Simple as that. You lose nothing. It will increase in value. And that's what I want. You know what I mean? That's what I want. This is great stuff. Great stuff. Give me a minute. I'll mute it for 1 second. All right, I'm back. So I want to ask you a question whilst you're at it. I want to ask you a question. How many times do you want me to do the live shows per week? I can't do it more than 3 times per week. I can't. So 1, 2, 3, once, twice, thrice. How many times do you want me to do the live shows per week? Because this is something that I need from you, because I can release videos anytime I want, but the live shows are more interactive. So the oldest TV boy says twice. The oldest TV boy said twice. So how many times? Once, twice, thrice. How many times per week? More the better. Nah, that's not specific. Marlon says thrice. Nikimi Online says 2 times. Okay. I'm trying to just Wednesdays and Fridays. Nah, I can't do. It will depend. I like Thursdays. Thursdays I like a lot. So I don't like doing weekend live shows as well. So unless there's a serious emergency, I don't like doing it. But in the weekday, 3 times. I could do one on Monday, I could do one on Thursday, and I could do one on Friday if it's 3 times. So it's looking like twice is winning at the moment. Twice is winning. Friends, is there an off ramp for USA users yet? If not, is there an ETA? You can use Pionex, which is an exchange. You can use that, or I don't know if you've tried MEXC, Fox Mulder. You could try that as well. Or if an off ramp, I think, have you tried MoonPay? Try MoonPay. Let's see. Try MoonPay. I don't know if it works in the United States. All right, so I'm seeing a lot of twice. I'm going to end the other poll and then I'll put that there. I'm seeing a lot of twice. So I'm ending this poll. You can see what you guys did. So that poll is there right now. Check your screens. Let me see. Is it on StreamYard? Yeah, check your screens. Check the live chat. You're gonna see that 71%. Only 59 people voted. So, all right. How many times do you live shows? How many times? I'll not make a long sentence. Live shows. How many times? Times per week. All right. Once, twice, thrice is like old school, man. Thrice. But that's what I'm gonna put there. Thrice. All right. So there you go. Yeah. So please let's vote for that one as well. Live shows, how many times per week? Once, twice, thrice. Let's see. Let's see how many people. Okay. Splitting opinion. This is so good. I like this poll. I'll come and have a look at it whilst I read your once. I will go over news for this week and any future news that may come. That way, you have enough information to share on the live. I think I like that. I like that. But let's see. Yeah, those are the good days. Yeah, but you only do the live shows when there's a lot of information. Otherwise, I'll be, spitting repetitions and stuff. So, yeah, I know where I'm swaying towards. I know where I'm swaying towards. But let's see. Let's see what people say. I hope you're enjoying the live show, though, the interaction. I hope you're enjoying it. Vote in a poll, please. Do not hesitate. Vote in a poll. I think I know where this is headed. I know where this is headed. Uh, funny, isn't it? All right. And we're almost at 100 likes. So let's do this. Let's get to 100 likes. Yep. Lizzie says vote, please. She wants you guys to vote. Uh, chat is very divided on this. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. You're doing a good job, Mr. Ray. May God reward you. Thank you so much. MET TV. Thank you. Yeah. So the vote is interesting. I know you guys can't see the vote yet. You can only see the poll. Yeah, the poll is interesting. So far, we have only 18 people. Liz is pleading with you. Liz is pleading with you to vote. So please vote. Do not hesitate. Just vote. All right. Just vote. No hesitation. All right. So, yeah. You know what's funny? I put the link so you guys can call in and ask your questions, and nobody did. Nobody called in and asked any questions. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. Right. So while we're at it, I'll now finally do my promotion of Pig NFT. I am promoting it. I am promoting it because most of them have been crap. But Pig NFT transactions are quick. Obviously, people are joining in their numbers, so I'm happy about that. But these are quality people, not just quantity, quality. So I am happy about that. And if you want to join, please, the link is pinned to the chats. Lizzie, join it. Do $50, 50 USDT, and see what happens after that. And of course, you don't want your $50 to be laying around doing nothing. Let it work for you. As well as J Dog, let it work for you. $50, $100, let it work for you. It would be nice to see fresh faces on the show. Call in and ask Ray a question. Yes, I like that. Lizzie is telling you call in and ask Ray a question. Let me just put it on the screen so people can see. And then we have TC63 Tech saying, "What's up, Ray? Always enjoying your videos. Pie to the moon. Patience is a virtue. No doubt, no doubt, no doubt. Patience is a virtue." All right, let me check the votes. Let me check the votes. Right. Guys, you're not voting at all. This is important, It's an important vote for the future of our channel. It's an important vote for the future of our channel. So please go vote and do not hesitate. We've got Daniel Mensah here saying, "Good evening. I've just joined. This is Daniel from Ghana, aka Change Their Fun." Yeah, change their fun. I remember. Change our fun, change their fun. Yeah, I remember that. That was funny. Really funny. Yeah. So where's the link? The link. The link. The link. Where did I put the link? Where am I? Where are we? Where are you going? Where does your grandma live? Grandma, why are your ears so big? Grandma, why are your eyes so big? My eyes so big so I can see you well. Grandma, why are your teeth so big? My teeth are big so I can eat you. Who knows that story? I didn't get to switch. Remember, we're a team. Don't be shy. We're here to support you. Corey. Yes, Corey. Oh, Lizzie, you know that story, don't you? Yeah, Lizzie knows that story. I think it's Little Red Riding Hood. Yeah, my daughter used to watch it. Less than 200 subscribers left for the channel to hit 50K. Oh, Henry Charles, you just reminded me. You just reminded me. We are less than 200 subscribers to hit 50K. Let me give you a brief history. When we started this channel, my brother-in-law was the one that was watching with me, you know. And can you imagine? Huh? We will be having a chat, casual conversation. It was football, soccer, as some people call it, and it was great. It was great. But we're almost at 50K. So let's get there so I can dish out some pie. Yeah, I can dish out some pie. Yeah, I think it's Little Red Riding Hood. Yeah, I think it is with the wolf. Yeah, the wolf. Where are you going? Where does your grandma live? And then when she went, this wolf just in turn went quickly to the grandma's house. I don't know if he ate the grandma or something, and then laid there like it's the grandma. And Little Red Riding Hood got there. She was like, "Grandma, grandma, why are your eyes so big?" And then she said, "My eyes are big so I can see you well." "Grandma, grandma, why are your ears so big?" "My ears are big so I can hear you well." "Grandma, grandma, why are your teeth so big?" "My teeth are big so I can eat you." And I'm like, bloody hell. You're gonna eat her too? You just ate the grandma. Yeah, my daughter, my son, they loved those stories when they were little. Now they're 9 and 12. So yeah, but they still remember. We always have fun with it. Good story, Little Red Riding Hood. Yeah, come for the fables, stay for the pie, Alpha. No doubt, no doubt, no doubt. All right, let me check the vote. Let me check the vote. Let me check the vote. So we have 30 people. Come on, man. We have 68 people watching and only 30 have voted. You're not interested in how many times per week I do my live shows? All right, then we'll end the poll. Only 30 people voted. So we didn't get even half of you voting. We needed half of you uh, to vote. We needed half of you to vote. So it's Lizzie, me, I'm a shy guy. All old fairy tales are twisted. I know, right? They're all twisted. And Susie says she is a shy guy. Well, don't be shy or shy gal. Don't be shy, gal. Don't be shy. Just call and let's have a conversation. Yeah. You need to call me. Let's have a conversation. Yeah. Conversation. You need to call me. Let's have a conversation. All right. All right. In Senegal by AD says, "Hi Ray, happy to see you. So I just have one question for the security of the wallet. So did the core team know bots can do transactions in the wallet? If they know it, they should protect us from bots." Come on, Susan. Cool. Yeah, absolutely, Senegal. In Senegal by AD, bots can do transactions. You're right. So they should protect us from bots. That is a good one. That's a good idea. Mr. Ray, do you also know that your intro video is approximately 30 seconds and 14 milliseconds? Wait, what? You sure? I thought it was 32 seconds. I thought it was 32 seconds. 3.142. 30 seconds and 14 milliseconds. So that's, well, anyway. Well, nah, that doesn't sit right. By the way, the numbers, the characters, and that is one pie. Interesting. Will the bull run have a great significance on the price of pie? I don't think so. Like I said, pie is a non-conformist, So if it does follow that trend, then it won't affect the bull run or have nothing to do with pi. I mean that. Unless somehow we fall in line and fall off the wagon of nonconformism. If we fall off the wagon of nonconformism, then we will just fall in line with the bull run and follow Bitcoin's queue. Do you know what I mean? Do we want that? Let me ask you another question. Do you want us to follow Bitcoin's queue or be nonconformist? Which one do you want? That's another question. Do you want us to follow Bitcoin's queue? Because today they hit their ATH all-time high. Should we follow Bitcoin's queue or should we be a non-conformist crypto? Which one? Let's go. Let's see what people are saying. Lizzie, you do a good job on our behalf. Not everyone is talented. It's not talent. It's just coming here and having a conversation. It's got nothing to do with talent. All right, I'll end the poll. I'm not going to speak about the poll anymore. So the poll has ended, and I'll make my decision in the week. I'll make my decision in the week. I think I've spoken a lot about everything. Have I? Yes, I have. I've spoken surprises en route. I've spoken expectations realized. Oh, yeah, I need to talk about it. So expectations realized, I don't think so. Expectations have not yet been realized, people, but we're en route to that. Do you know what I mean? We're en route towards that. So yeah, we will meet our expectations and beyond. It will be beyond our belief. Do you know what I mean? It will be beyond our belief. I went a bit longer than usual because I thought I hadn't been with you for a while. So hey, why not have a longer conversation with you? All right. Smash, squeeze, hit the subscriber button, no doubt. Subscribe to the channel. Let's get to 50K and let's dish out some pie. All right. Okay, people, take care of yourselves. Listen, I love you and you know that. Take care of yourselves. All right. Right. Name is Ray. Channel is Race United. Word is peace. And I love you all. Take care of yourself.